Very good evening, everyone. Hope you all are doing good. Very good evening, everyone. Hope you all. भाई हमारा आवाज आ रहा है?
आवाज आ रहा है? मेरा आ रहा है क्या?
हाँ, क्लियर आ रहा है।
आज तू भी पढ़ रहा ना मायाजम्स पे?
भाई माइजम पे सेपरेट सीरीज होगा, अलग से छोटा टॉक नहीं होगा।
लग रहा है करना पड़ेगा।
ईयरफोन लगा है क्या?
नहीं लगाऊं क्या?
हाँ हाँ हाँ।
यार ईयरफोन का प्रॉब्लम है, टाइम खराब कर रहा है, समझ ले।
तो भाई लगाएंगे, बेटर आएगा, देखना जरा।
अरे ईयरफोन है नहीं अभी, मैं और कहीं हूँ यार, कैसे चालू कर रहा हूँ मेरे को मालूम है। उनको बोल आज के लिए बहुत छोटा प्रेजेंटेशन है, 10 मिनट वाला, तेरे टाइप का किया है मैंने। कोई दिक्कत
भाई
नहीं
लाइव है, अपन लाइव है
अभी।
हाँ।
Oh God. चलो, आई कैन सी लाइव। नहीं आ रहा है आवाज क्लियर? चलो, ऑडियो क्लियर नहीं है?
मैं एक मिनट चेक कर रहा हूँ।
Okay, let's see if I can just
I think audio is clear. I would request all the participants to please use earphones to get a better audio quality. Yes, yes.
I'm back. वॉल्यूम वॉल्यूम ठीक है.
हाँ ठीक है.
Okay. 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 Give me a minute. मेरा ऑडियो नहीं चल रहा. Okay. Okay. So I think you can hear me now.
Yes.
Perfect. So we have about 100 doctors who have joined us here, and I hope most of you have got my case for today, and I'm hoping that most of you will give me the right remedy. So a lot of familiar people have joined us here that I know of: Valeska, Sanchita, Riba, Dipti, Aditya, Neil, Nanika, Shah Homeopathy, Ruchi, Dimas, Aditya. Who else? Who else has joined us? A lot of people, looks like. Shivam. So welcome to Materia America series Reloaded for today. And let's study the case together. So, okay. So this is a case I'm talking to you today about a 24-year-old man and who was diagnosed of irritable bowel syndrome for last 2 years, and he has to go to pass stools 4 to 6 times per day in extreme suffering. This guy's abdominal tightness is there, a lot of acidity, eructations, heartburn, constipation, has to sit for an hour in a toilet to pass stools, soft fluid stools, unsatisfactory stools, small quantity of stools. So there's a lot of issues with the stools, and he has been to many, many doctors without much change here. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to tell you the case in the beginning, and then hopefully towards the end of it, some of you will be able to tell me the analysis. Let's do this. He has to go to pass stools after eating, and sometimes while eating also he has to pass stools. He has to rush to the toilet. And the thing is, slightest mental stress, slightest mental worry, and he will get this issues with his stools. And stools are ejected in force. There's a lot of mucus, fluid, offensiveness, a lot of sleeplessness, and this is a very important concomitant that he can't sleep since the time he has IBS. A lot of back pain. He has stress for past 2 years. Earlier, he used to do a lot of night shift, and he's now worried that is it due to not proper sleep that he has IBS. So I asked him, what was the main stress for you? And he said that I was doing a job at a shop, and the boss would treat me very, very badly, and he would insult me I would get a lot of anger, but I used to suppress a lot of anger. I used to feel insulted, and I felt that I should do my own business. And he used to get a lot of dreams of traveling, and this he was getting since last few years. When I asked him, "Can you tell me a little bit about your nature?" and he would say that his nature he describes as someone who's very very innocent, doesn't like to fight a lot, doesn't argue. Um, when he comes late, he will say, "Oh, I'm sorry, I'm late." Desire for sweet, milk products, very very thirsty, hot patient also. Observation about his himself, he says that he has a lot of anxiety, and another very important thing is that he is not able to take responsibility, and if responsibility is put on him, he tries to avoid responsibility. He cannot take responsibility at all. He doesn't take responsibility, duty, his own independent responsibility. Whole day he watches Tarak Mehta Ulta Chashma. It's a comedy serial, and he exaggerates his problems a lot. He also does tobacco chewing, and he just wants to relax all the time and doesn't want to take any responsibility for anything. This is him. This is who he is, more or less. So let us take some suggestion. Luisa, which materia medica is he talking about? I haven't started talking about materia medica. I just shared a case, and now I want all of you to give your suggestion as to what remedy you'll give. Let's see. Lyco, Srishti suggestion is Lycopodium. Okay, Srishti. Anything else? Alex, how are you doing, Alex? Okay. Some more suggestions. Dysentery, Vibor says. Okay. Any other suggestions? Sulfur, aloe, floric acid, Staphysaegria, Bacillus number 7. Okay. Trombidium, aloe. Okay. Sepia, lachesis. Psychotic compound, Ruchi, sepia. Looks like a crowd favorite here, sepia. Aloes, lycopodium. Okay, so I'm going to tell you the case again in short, in like couple of minutes for people who just joined, and I want you to think what remedy you will give. So, 24-year-old guy comes to see me with irritable bowel syndrome, has to pass stools frequently, constipated also, unsatisfactory stool, has to pass stools after eating, a lot of mental stress, slightest mental stress, and he passes stools. A lot of mucus, stools are offensive, sleeplessness all night, and because he does a lot of night shifts. Stress because there's a lot of feeling of being insulted. He suppresses his anger, and that affects him a lot. Dreams of traveling. By nature, he's a very very sensitive, innocent person. Also, a lot of desire for sweets, a lot of desire for milk products. Very thirsty, and a person by nature, his relative says, who's very very naive, but very very indolent. Doesn't like to take responsibility. Gives up responsibility. Just wants to do nothing and just relax. Okay, so this is the case. So, what are the rubrics that you will see in this case? Okay, so let me show you what I did. Okay, maybe, maybe. So, I hope, can you see the repertory sheet? Dr. Pratik, can you see the repertory sheet or what?
Yes, yes, we can see.
Okay, perfect. So, let's see. So, what are the rubrics I took? Number one rubric, and I want to show you step by step, huh? Number one rubric I took diarrhea from excitement. Number one. Okay, slightest stress, he passes diarrhea. Number one. Number two, he's a person who, yes, who has aversion to responsibility. Okay. Number three, he's a person who wants to give up his responsibility. Okay. It's very important. Number three, there's a lot of desire for milk, right? Milk and milk product. Milk and milk product. Desire for a lot of milk and milk product. And desire for a lot of sweets. And the diarrhea is sometimes very watery. Huh? Watery. Diarrhea, watery, profuse. Very watery. Isn't it? What else? So these are the rubrics. And when I take the rubrics, very interestingly, let's see what remedy comes up. So when I put up, let's have a look. Let's see. I want you to have a look. The first remedy that comes up is arsenic, but arsenic doesn't have the rubric responsibility aversion. Lycopodium doesn't have craving for milk. So the only remedy that has everything is the remedy. Yes, some of you could answer this. Is the remedy, and that's the remedy we are going to discuss today. Is the remedy dysentery compound? This is a remedy I use a lot in my practice, and I'm very very excited to share this remedy with you. And I believe that if you learn this remedy really well, you will be able to use it fantastically well as well. So this is dysentery compound, and I've been using this remedy in many many difficult cases as a intercurrent. So let's try to see what happened after dysentery compound. Okay, so I gave dysentery compound 31 dose, only one dose. Bowel nosode should only be given one dose. Wait and watch. Okay, and just within 1 month the diarrhea improved by 50% in 1 month. Remember, his constant frequency has reduced, sleep has improved, tightness, pain in the back, imagine, his generality is improved. So a remarkable change. Now few months have passed and there's almost around 60 to 70% the patient has improved. This is just with dysentery compound. So this calls up for the bowel nosode for today, and I'm very excited to share with you these remedies. Dysentery compound is one of the bowel nosode. It's actually Shigella dysenteria. It's a bowel nosode. What the main genius? The main genius of dysentery compound, and I will just tell you, very important. Okay, yeah. What is the main genius? I'll tell you the main genius. The main genius is that dysentery compound is a mixture of lyco plus gelsemium plus argentum nitricum plus medorinum plus silica. When you see indications of all these all nervous remedies together, but you are not sure what is the remedy, think about this. This together is equal to dysentery compound. Okay, so let's learn a little bit about dysentery compound. The main genius is fearful nervous phobic abdominal symptom due to apprehension. This remedy reminds one of gelsemium with typical anticipation anxiety. There is a lot of fear and anticipation of narrow places, an experience of suffocation. But gelsemium is not there in fear of in narrow places. There is a lot of nervousness, and nervousness always connected to diarrhea or skin issues. Lot of pain in the colon region. Okay, constant desire to pass stools. Always everything has to be in time. They'll say, "Oh, I have to reach here at 9 o'clock. I have to go there at 10 o'clock." For them, anxiety time is set. Lot of fears, fear of narrow places, lot of excitability. The difference between gelsemium and dysentery compound is that dysentery compound, when they get very nervous, they develop a lot of palpitation and blushing in the face. They are very scared of narrow places, like lift. They cannot go on the lift. Very, very shy. Slightest mental stress can affect digestion. There is a lot of craving for junk, fat, salt, sugar. That's why I told you medorinum like cravings. Chronic indigestion. So when you're treating patients with chronic indigestion with constant recurrent diarrhea, think about this. Pain worse from eating, better by lying down. Lot of emptiness between meals and nausea, better by eating. Lot of irritation. desire for cold drinks. Remember, very important difficult cases of ulcerative colitis, mucus proctitis, colitis, gallbladder stones, spasms of pylorus, cyclic vomiting in children. Very important for cases of gastrointestinal tract, diarrhea and indigestion from eating sweets, weak expulsion of knotted stools, loose diarrhea, loose stools, hemorrhoids, anal fissures. Lot of fears. These patients can have fear of trains, of trams, of bus, of church. A lot of mental fatigue. So they lose the train of ideas from interruption, forgetful as to what they are going to say. They are talking and suddenly they'll forget, oh, what was I going to say? Slightest emotion can cause excitement, nausea from excitement, diarrhea from excitement. So slightest thing affect them a lot. Lot of skin symptom, lot of history of urticaria related by emotions. Always aggravated by 3 a.m., 6 a.m. Very, very chilly patient, very chilly patient. So I'm very, very excited to share with all of you that this my whole work about nosode, bowel nosode, and sarcodes, which is almost close to 20-25 remedies. I'm going to share in the online workshop of nosode and sarcode, which we are going to launch on 27 November. It will be a 6-hour workshop, and it will. It is for everyone. It is for every single one of you. And the good part about it is that there are no dates, which means that you will be given an access to watch this videos for you for an entire month. It is like Netflix. You know what is Netflix, right? So you get an access, you get an ID password, and you can keep watching those videos how many ever times you want. And this will be launching on 27 November. After that, you will get the access. But the most important thing that I want to tell you is that there is a 50% discount right now for our course, and that 50% discount is available only for next 7 days. So the charges of the course I want to tell you is for Indian participants it's 2,000 rupees, but we are charging 1,000 rupees only, and for international participants it's 50 US dollars, but we are charging 25 US dollars if you are able to pre-book it in next 7 days. And I want to tell you, first 200 people will only get this 50% off, out of which 155 have already paid. There are only 40 seats remaining. Why this workshop is important? I have made 6 hours of videos on all nosode, sarcode, bowel nosode. So you will be learning 30 remedies. You'll be able to learn, you'll know the clinical indications. We will be giving you certificates. There will be MCQ tests. And towards the end of this, we will be having a question answer session live where you can ask me any question related to the topic and I will try to answer you. So I'm very excited for this, and I'm hoping that all of you are able to use this. This will be there on my website, and I hope you have a look at the website. Um, if you have any questions, you can contact Yes Sony. This is his number 9967684466, and there is his email ID Yes Sony 1995 @gmail.com, or you can email me also. So there are a few questions there. What will be the time schedule of this workshop? There is no time schedule. It will be, you can decide and watch it any time of the day. Do we need to watch 6 hours continuous? No, you can watch any time. Dates and time after 27. So this you guys can watch it at any time, any date, any your convenience. It is like Netflix. So I hope you can watch this. I hope you can book it because only 40 seats are remaining. So I would really like about payment option. Yes, all payment options are available. You can ask Dr. Yes for more, and I want every single one of you to join this. You can email me also. Gmail.com. What do you think? So you have any questions, you can write to me. And it's so interesting to learn about nosodes, vowel nosode, and learn all the rare nosode, bowel nosode, and sarcodes. And I'm hoping that you will be able to learn this and apply it because we are using it very often and helping most patients. I expect that all the 200 doctors who are watching this right now, all across the world, can make best use of this. I believe maybe I can answer you some questions before I finish my talk for today. Are you getting to learn? Say something. Yes, yes. The bowel nodules are very important practice, and the way we are using it, Morgan Pure, dysentery compound, psychotic compound, Proteus, beautiful, beautiful remedies. Anurag Goyal, any medicine for ringworm? Yes, the best medicine is the indicated medicine. Then I've spoken about sarcodes. I've spoken about almost 20 sarcodes. Different. Maybe not 20, maybe 10. I've spoken about 10 different small sarcodes. Nosodes. Maybe I've spoken few nosodes. I've spoken about 7 bowel nosodes. So there's a lot of materia medica with clinical application that I've shared. And it can be useful. Best potency. 30 is a good potency. Darius. How is Poland? Philip, who makes these remedies? Just nosodes. Helios makes it. There are some pharmacies in Kolkata, West Bengal, who make it. Nanika, what percentage of practice have nosode sarcode? Depends upon your knowledge, Nanika. If your knowledge is good, you can know how to use all these things artistically in your work. Dipti, after nosode you have given. Sometimes after nosode you may require a indicated remedy, sometimes not. Genal, from where should we learn about bowel nosode? Read my book. No, there are many books actually written. There is a book written by Allens. There is a book written by P. Sankaran. There is a book on bowel nosode by many authors. And I also have made a few attempts myself. So maybe you can read my book, Bowel on Nosode, or you can join my course. Darius, Poland is perfect. Awaiting you. Yes, Darius. Maybe sometime I will come to Poland and we'll do a nice workshop there. I will wait for that time. For now. Anurag, flutamide, how can we purchase these medicines? Why don't you contact Dr. Pratik? My friend Dr. Pratik, who is the owner of Homeopathic Hub, young entrepreneur. So you should ask him. He has a whole pharmacy and he procures rare medicines and you can buy it from him. Why not? Anudeep, what potency should to start in cancer cases? Anudeep, maybe sometime I'll do a small workshop about how to deal those cases and I can share with you. Muhammad Yasin, palpitation with anxiety. Yes, when the person gets anxious, he gets a lot of palpitation with a lot of blushings in the face. So I think that's about it from me for now. And I'm going to call it for now. I hope most of you can join our workshop and you can write to either Yash, me, or even Dr. Pratik. And just wait for, hopefully, in a month, my new book will be launched where I've written about different repertories and I've shared a lot of difficult COVID cases. And we have helped few COVID cases in India and in Europe. So I have documented this and this will be published in the book also. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. We are helping a few COVID cases here. If you need my help in treating COVID cases, you can connect to my team and I will try to give you my advice. Okay, Dr. Pratik, are you there?
Yes.
Dr. Pratik, do share some ideas about um, your pharmacy because many people are asking about the pharmacy, and also do share a little bit about how important bowel nosodes and sarcodes are in practice. Maybe it will be interesting about your share also.
Yeah, definitely. As since last many sessions where we have been learning about different nodes, I think absolutely earlier we were not using this type of remedies. We hardly had any knowledge about all these remedies, psychotic compound, dysentery co. and all these remedies we have been hearing for the very first time. So I think that's
Mhm.
very interesting. And in many cases we feel that at certain point, maybe after 30, 40, 50%, the patient is not improving. We try different remedies, taking the case again and all those approaches. So I think it's a different kind of approach, a new kind of approach, and we can try giving nosodes or sarcodes or bowel nosodes in such type of cases, and maybe we don't know, it will help us in the case. So I think it's not a bad idea to learn something new, something different. So already I think many people have registered already for
Yeah,
this.
yeah. Almost above 150 people have
Yeah,
registered.
so whoever has not yet registered, I think it's you
And Dr. Pratik, do you keep these remedies in your pharmacy also?
yeah, we have all many of most of these remedies we have in the pharmacy.
So that
So
is good because it's good to know for doctors that where they can buy the medicines from. So they can probably watch the workshop, and maybe you can make a small kit for them and they can buy these
sure,
medicines from you at
sure.
a lower rate. If you
So
can
we are
formulate something for our doctors, that will be very good.
yeah, so I think yeah, we are planning to prepare a small kit with the remedies given in the book, Nosodes and
Yeah,
Sarcos.
yeah. Especially
So
the rare ones. Especially the
yeah,
rare ones.
yeah. So I think you can write to me at dr.pratikjain at gmail.com, or even at the homeopathichub at
Yeah,
gmail.com.
yeah.
Email me and
And
I'll
also few doctors have asked about the cancer cases, some rare medicines they wanted. So that also I'm pretty sure you can help in procuring them and maybe kind of find a way to coordinate.
yeah, so I have shared my email ID. So in case if you have any queries, you can contact me on this email. I'll try to help you as much as possible with my best possible capacities. And even if we don't have any remedies, I'll try to get it from somewhere and help you if you want any medicine. So
Okay,
don't worry.
Sneha has written, sir, please discuss COVID cases. Sneha, very soon I've documented a lot of cases, above 100, cases. So at some point it will be written in the book form or shared in the documents. I'm also writing some articles. So stay in touch with my website and things, and I will try to share. And I put up some videos also very often. So with this, I hope that some of you can join us. This is my email ID, gaurangg@gmail.com. Write to me what you learned today. And I hope you know that my two books are already launched, Decoding and Nosodes Sarcode. And a new book, Art of Repertorization, will be very soon be launching. We are working tremendously on this. It's going to be one of its kind, and I'm very excited to share this book. So, a lot of new things happening. My new book going to be launched. Our online courses are now live, and suddenly life looks interesting again. See you then. I'll go to say a bye bye from India, and I'll connect you again.
Okay. Yeah. So I think that's all from our side today. And those who have not yet read the books Nosodes and Sarcodes and Decoding Mental Rubrics, you can get your copy soon. You can write to me to book your copy. And many of you, those who are planning to attend the module, it will be good to have the book Nosode and Sarcode as well, so that you can at the same time read from the book whatever Dr. Gaurang is teaching, and it will be, I think, a great thing. Yeah, so I think that's all from our side, and we have a long holiday weekend this time, Diwali. So I wish you all a very happy and safe Diwali, and see you all on next Thursday, 8:30 p.m. Indian Standard Time. Till then, take care. Bye bye.